Yo, what's up, guys? Yes, it's me once again, pumping out these videos, man. Just got finished watching the newest episode of The Walking Dead. If you didn't know, I am a huge fan of The Walking Dead since season 1. I was watching it when it first aired, and I've been stuck with it ever since. Yes, here and there I've missed an episode or two, but for the most part, it is what it is. I know one season it did get kind of boring. It wasn't that much action, but they trying to make up for it now. And Fear the Walking Dead is one that I got into. People were upset when the first couple of seasons ended and we didn't have anything to watch. You had to wait months later, like 3-4 months later, 6 months later, before the next episodes came out. And they filled that hunger spell by making Fear the Walking Dead. So as soon as The Walking Dead ends, Fear the Walking Dead starts up again. So you get that feel. Both of those shows to me are great shows. I know a lot of people may not be into zombie movies and stuff like that and TV series, but I happen to like it a lot. So that's what I enjoy. But that's not what we're here for right now. What we're here for right now is 7 of the most unique fragrances in my collection. And I don't have many unique ones. For the most part, some of the fragrances I have, being though they are from different houses, most of them are redundant. As we all know, I talked about this the other night, and so have a few other reviewers. Fragrance houses usually tend to go towards the same thing: an aquatic, a sport, a noir, extreme, blue, fresh, stuff like that. All these fragrance houses do the same exact thing. So these are not in that same mold. These are different. These are the abstract ones that stand out in my collection. The ones that you really don't wear as everyday fragrances, you have to find occasions to wear these. No matter what season, whether it's summer, spring, fall, winter, you have to still find occasions to wear these fragrances. You're not just going to grab one of these and spray these on every day, unless you're using it as a signature scent. Excuse me, but I doubt that anyone will want to wear these every single day. So give me a second to hit the Kool-Aid. Grape, of course. Let's get to it. So at the number 7 spot, I'm going to go with this guy. This fragrance is very unique. I've heard a lot of people talk about it, and it's mostly people who are in the niche world that really talk about this one. You do have to have a nose for it. It has somewhat of an inky, sharp vibe to it, almost like vetiver. It smells like vetiver, like a sharp vetiver or something. But whatever that inky note is, it is in Encre Noir. I don't think I've worn this yet. I have to have an occasion to wear this. This is from the House of Lalique, and it's not a bad smelling fragrance. It's just different, and you do not want to spray too much of this. Maybe 2 or 3 sprays at max, and that's it. I don't know the projection. I don't know the longevity because, like I said, I haven't worn it. But this is one of the unique fragrances in my collection at my number 7 spot. At my number 6 spot is one that I picked up from someone in, I believe it was New York. I was interested. I always wanted some of those Middle Eastern strong ass fragrances that those guys be wearing, and I got one, and it is called Marble. And I'm pretty sure some people have seen this. I think it's from the House of Nabi, which is what's on the back, Nabee. If I'm saying it wrong, I apologize. But this is also a powerhouse fragrance. 8+ hours, easy with this one. Um, I've only worn this one once. I don't believe I got any compliments while wearing this, but it is strong. You do not need maybe but 2, possibly 3 sprays of this one, but you may have to let this air out a little bit before you step into any enclosed area or small space. It is strong. So at the number 6 spot, Marble. Nice bottle too. It is see-through. At the number 5 spot is one that somebody said a couple of days ago that, hey man, you need to try this fragrance from Swiss Arabian. And they didn't know, I guess, that I have already talked about this one and that I own it. And it is called Mutamayez from the house of Swiss Arabian. Because the first time I did this video, I said it was called Swiss Arabian, but the house is named Swiss Arabian. The fragrance is Mutamayez. And this is another one of those powerhouse type fragrances. And let me give you some notes on this one, and I need to go back and do Marble also. So in this one, just in case you're wondering, it has orange, pine, clove, vetiver, amber, musk, oud wood, and this is a EDP. This thing gets you 8+ hours also. Easy. Do not go heavy on the trigger on this one either. Like I said, this is a powerhouse type fragrance. It does smell a little bit powdery. I don't know what that is coming from, but whatever the case may be, this is not a bad fragrance. And if anybody's looking for any powerhouse fragrances, here is one. Mutamayez. And Marble, just to go back, this is considered to be a citrus woody, has top notes of lemon and bergamot, mid notes of oud, coriander, amyris, base note of musk and leather. And I didn't do notes on any of these other 4 fragrances. Some of you guys may have seen these and already know what they are, and if not, then you can easily just Google it or look it up somewhere. So at the number, let's see, 765, 4 spot is one I got from the trade that I did when I got the Dior Homme Intense from Matt from Georgia Gent. And it is, I always have a trouble saying this. It's from the house of Guerlain. It's L'Instant de Guerlain Pour Homme Eau de Parfum. And if I said it wrong, then oh well. But this is the bottle, and that's the name. And this is one of the nicer fragrances. I actually wore this one to work one day, and one of my co-workers, not the one that wears the Invictus all the time, but an older guy. Soon as I walked in, he gave me a compliment and said, "Dang, Keith, what you wearing today? I like that one." And he's never said that before. And I actually reviewed this one that same day when I got home. But this is one of the more nicer, elegant type fragrances, in which this is going to be in another video I'm going to do pretty soon also. But this is one of the unique ones in my collection. Very masculine, very manly. I like it. And when an older guy gives you a compliment on a fragrance, possibly you have something on your hand. So I actually like this. I'm around 42 years old, so it's right up my alley. The next one, I've heard, I think it was Mr. Smelly or somebody talk about this fragrance, and I think it was Mr. Smelly, and I was interested, and so I ordered it, and it came in. It was, you know, some time back, and I was kind of impressed by this one. Not something that I really would buy if I smelled in a store, but since I paid for it, it was pretty cheap. This is from Eau de Rojas Homme. This is Eau de Toilette Concentration. And this is the bottle. It has some kind of design or something on the back. I don't know if that's supposed to be a face or what that is, but it's very nice. It has that, you have to get it close to you because it does a mist type deal. Very nice atomizer, but citrusy, smells sophisticated, very elegant. Like a lot of people may not like it, but I actually like it. It's pretty nice. Lasts a pretty decent amount of time being an Eau de Toilette Concentration, but I don't think I got any compliments when I wore this one. But this is another one of those different fragrances in my collection. Next up, I found this one at TJ Maxx in Florida, and I was kind of skeptical about buying this one. I stood in the store for the longest sniffing it because it was an open box. I actually let a couple of people smell it that was in the vicinity of where I was, and they all said that it was pretty nice smelling. So I took a chance and I went ahead and bought it. And it is from the house of Lalique. Also, this is Hommage Alum. Pretty unique fragrance. Also very nice, very sophisticated, very elegant fragrance. I like it. I actually got compliments when I wore this one to work. This is one that you wear to like special events, weddings, you know, business meetings, formal dinners, stuff like that. You can wear something like this. This is very nice, masculine, and I'm glad I did pick it up. So that's number 2. And you're wondering what my number 1 spot is, and this is one I eyeballed at TJ Maxx I think it was last Christmas, and I watched it go from being a high-ass fragrance all the way down to, I think it dropped to like, I want to say the high 20s to 30s mark, and I went ahead and copped it. At first smell, I wasn't pleased by this one, and I really wanted to take it back. But then I started seeing other reviewers, the upper echelons, talk about them. Mostly people like Mr. Smelly, and some other reviewers that actually really are into abstract fragrances like this one. I don't see people like Big Beard Business and all of those. Maybe Redolescence, he'd probably be into this, but a few other guys I wouldn't see having this in their collection, but I could be surprised. It is also from the house of Lalique, and this is Lalique Pour Homme, and this is the lion head version. They actually have 2 different versions. They have a horse head and a lion head, and I don't know the difference in both of those. I just know that this is the one I ended up with, and it is not bad. It had to grow on me a little bit. Nice atomizer. If you're looking for something sophisticated, something elegant, nice bottle, attention to detail that is indented in the bottle, carved in. Very nice fragrance. I like it a lot. Like I said, it did have to grow on me at first. A lot of people may smell this and think it may be dated or smells like an older guy should be wearing this, but this is actually quite nice. Another one of those that you would wear in some kind of formal event, suit and tie type deal. So Ross from TLTG, since you're doing suit and tie fragrances, and if you don't have something like this in your collection, pick up Lalique Pour Homme. I don't think you'll be disappointed with this one. And actually, I think this one is supposed to be a close, if not a clone, it's an alternative to Bois de Portugal. I think is what they said it is supposed to be. If I'm wrong, correct me, but I think I've heard somebody say that. Either that or something else. But this one will work good for your formal deals, suit and tie. This one, the Homage Alone by Lalique, and also L'Instant de Galant. Those three will work fine, Ross, for your suit and tie fragrance collection. If you are looking for some different ones, if you don't have some of these already, look into these. They're very nice, very sophisticated, made with great quality. I'm not gonna say they're top of the line fragrances, but they are better than some of the ones I have on my shelf as far as how they're made, the quality, and what they smell like. If you're looking for manly, sophisticated, grown-up type fragrances, here's 3 for you. So I promise you guys, you will not see this ugly mug anymore tonight unless something else pops into my head. But as of right now, I am done doing videos for tonight. Hope you guys enjoyed the work I've been putting in tonight, and I hope you enjoyed all the videos that I gave. I did take down the one video I did of the one fragrance that I got from Sensual Obsessions, because I was not sure as to which one it was, whether it's what it said on the top or what it said on the bottle. I'm thinking that it's the one that's on the bottle and not the top, but things got mixed up. I did talk to the people over at Sensual Obsessions just to make sure it wasn't a mistake on my part, or was it just, you know, an honest mistake. And whatever the case may be, I took that video down till I can figure it out. But we're pretty sure it's not Bleecker Street. It's probably the other fragrance name that was on the bottle. But once I get it figured out, I'll do another review on it. I just didn't want to leave that video up and give you guys misleading information. But for the most part, whatever the fragrance was in that bottle, I did get one compliment, like I said. And whatever I said, it lasted. That's what it lasted. And I'm happy with it. So it is what it is. Alright guys, here's to smelling great. I'm out of here. Peace.